Mankind is doomed as we're getting closer to reaching AGI and humanoid robots that will be taking over the workforce and more. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Before we do, though, please make sure to hit that like button for more content. And welcome to Brain Gain AI. Let's get right to it.
What's clear is that we're entering a new phase in AI development. What makes this moment even more intriguing is the direction OpenAI seems to be heading next. There are strong indications that the company is revisiting its old interest in robotics. OpenAI previously had a robotics division that worked on training robotic arms to perform complex tasks.
Now, just an update to keep you guys aware of what's going on. This is coming from the AI Grid YouTube channel. Shout out to them. No shots at them whatsoever. I could appreciate AI. Of course, I think AI could be a great thing. I also believe that there's a lot of cons that come with AI according to the level of intelligence it's reaching. Um, so that being said, here's just something else that, could be a good thing, but it also could be an extremely scary thing as we're witnessing what AI is already looking like. And 2025, it's only going to get much more advanced.
Like solving Rubik's Cubes. They eventually shut it down in 2021 due to challenges in acquiring enough training data. Now, with advancements in AI and hardware, the company appears ready to re-enter the field, this time with a focus on humanoid robots. Humanoid robots are designed to resemble humans in form and function. They can navigate spaces built for people, use tools designed for human hands, and interact naturally with the environment. OpenAI has been quietly investing in robotics startups like Figure AI and 1X Technologies. Figure's robots are already being tested in industrial settings such as BMW factories, where they perform demanding tasks like moving heavy components.
And that's the scary part right there, too. Now, obviously, there's going to scare a lot of people that, rely on the workforce and working for other companies where they already might have a job at BMW or whatnot, and now they're being replaced by robots. However, this could get even deeper to, expand to every company business where these owners will find these robots a lot more valuable, where they might only have to make a one-time payment, and for a decade long, they're paying is equivalent to paying a worker in 1 year. So that could be scary. But the what gets deeper than this is that the workforce could be one thing, and I think that there's pros to that, of course, especially if you're a business owner. However, does it stop there? And that's my question. Do we start having AI teachers now, robotic teachers, humanoid robotic teachers? Is that something that's going to be new now? Will the police force start hiring? Hiring is crazy. Will they start, including robots into the workforce now? That's another thing to worry about. Uh, you know, because now we'll be seeing humanoid robots carrying weapons possibly, and things could go even on, and to the extent where we're no longer in control of anything. So moving on, that's just some of the worries that I may have. I do see the pros in this, but it seems like sometimes the cons may just outweigh the pros in some of these situations. Moving on.
Meanwhile, 1X is developing robots aimed at consumer use, including prototypes for household assistants. If OpenAI integrates its advanced AI models, like O3, into humanoid robots, we'll have AGI robots, plain and simple. These robots would make decisions on the spot, adapting to whatever's happening around them with intelligence as sharp as ours, maybe even sharper. The possibilities are huge, but it's wild to think about robots this smart walking and working among us.
I think what people don't understand, I'm gonna pop my screen up. What a lot of individuals don't understand how dangerous that could actually be. Now it'll be cool and interesting, but at that point, these robots will have consciousness where they're able to adapt and adjust on the spot without having to be reprogrammed, updated, anything. Just on the spot, they'll be able to figure things out. They see a car coming, they could track it. Okay, it's not my time to cross. Let me stay here. Maybe they might start, wanting to butt in front of people in line for something. I'm not too sure, and they might just figure out that someone is trying to get in front of them and just whap, just give them a quick metal backhand. Um, but it could get even deeper. Maybe somebody might bump into a robot, and they are acknowledging now and are intelligent enough to understand that they are being attacked in some type of way or being disrespected, maybe, or I don't want to use the term feel because we're talking about robots, but maybe if they see and observe that someone is attempting to make them feel in a way where it's not safe, then they might respond on the spot and adjust on the spot accordingly, how a human would, or like the AI grid themselves said, even sharper. That's my concern. Again, this could be great for certain situations as long as they understand that, the creator or the person that, you know, owns them is in charge and they're obedient to them. In addition to that, have certain blocks that they can't cross. And what I mean is, do not have these robots intelligent enough to where they're willing to be obedient to the wrong owner that is, you know, allowing them or teaching them to do things that they should not have be doing, because you can't give a robot jail time, right? So you'll give the person teaching them jail time, but the robot is the one that's being trained to. So that's something that I hope, you know, it doesn't have some type of malfunction, or if there's no type of, I hope that there's no holes, where the wrong people with the wrong intentions could capitalize off and take advantage of. That's my perspective on that so far. But moving on, let's see what else these humanoid robots could actually do.
And it's not just an idea anymore. It's real, and it's happening now.
All right, see, that's different. Now they're partying in the clubs. Imagine going to a club and you see robots just yink, 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 yink. That's crazy, bro.
Scale of it is massive, and where this all leads is something we're about to find out. Now, at the helm of OpenAI's ambitious plans is Sam Altman. He has openly predicted that superintelligence, widely regarded as the next step beyond AGI, will accelerate the pace of scientific and technological breakthroughs by a factor of 10. What used to take decades will become an annual occurrence, compounding at an unprecedented rate.
That's another thing. Just like I mentioned, they'll be able to catch on and learn on the spot and continue to, instead of us having to update it, plug it into the USB to update the new features or whatnot. No, it's gonna catch on the spot. That's the scary part, because it might catch on to things before we do, right? Some of those things that it might catch on to before we do, it might be something that we may not feel comfortable of them learning, right? Because it could be something that could be delivered with malice intent. Maybe we realize there's a gun there. Now they want to learn how to operate the gun, so they see the gun, they acknowledge it, they see it. Okay, maybe they already got installed how to operate a gun. Now they're already a step ahead on how to operate them. Maybe they feel like they're being, targeted by someone. Maybe they see somebody else with a gun and assume that that individual is trying to attack them while they're already holding a gun. There's, I know I might be digging deep into this, but my point is, if they're able to do that, and at that better than a human, there's humans that has already done a lot of evil to this earth. So my thing is, if they're able to be more conscious, they're able to be more aware, they're able to learn faster and catch on to things quicker, then that allows me to believe that they might just be just as worse, if not much worse than humans are already, considering how bad things been going on with humans in general in the history of mankind.
Shift could revolutionize fields like healthcare, energy, and transportation, but it's not without risks. Altman has acknowledged the dangers of losing control over these systems, but remains optimistic that human values and core societal structures will hold steady even as the world undergoes rapid transformation. Altman's engagement with the public has shed light on some of OpenAI's specific plans for the future. Recently, he asked his followers on social media what they'd like to see from OpenAI in 2025. Among the responses, several stood out as particularly actionable. Family accounts designed to allow children to explore AI safely under parental supervision were a popular suggestion. Altman agreed, recognizing the importance of creating guardrails for younger users while fostering curiosity. Another key point raised was improving the memory capabilities of ChatGPT's voice mode. Current limitations, such as interruptions and the inability to retain conversational context, were highlighted by users, and Altman confirmed these areas are under active development. One of the most ambitious features OpenAI plans to implement is infinite memory for its systems. Imagine an AI that remembers every detail of every interaction you've ever had with it, from text to voice conversations. So this kind of memory could revolutionize how people interact with AI, making it deeply personalized and context-aware over time. OpenAI staff, including Rune, one of their technical leads, hinted on social media that infinite memory could roll out sooner than many expect, offering a transformative leap in user experience. OpenAI's video generation model Sora is another area slated for major upgrades in 2025. While Sora has shown promise, it lags behind Google's video model, known for its superior adherence to prompts and realistic motion. Altman and his team have acknowledged this gap and committed to extensive improvements in Sora's performance.
That's another thing too, man. So I'm gonna leave it there, but I do want to say a few things before I let you guys go, and that is humanoid robots. That's one thing that is kind of weird to me. Now, off the rip, you could expect for jobs to deduct by basically damn near 100% nowadays, because if they're able to replace it with humanoid robots, then there's no value of having a actual human to get the job done, where you'll be paying more money and you'll have to deal with you might have to deal with someone that you don't want to work with. You don't have to deal with nobody talking back, maybe, things like that that go on in the real life workforce a lot of times. In addition to that, that's just one part, and that's like a lot of physical work. Now, even when we think about work for creators, for photographers, videographers, and things like that, um, that already are invested big into the the creation world, the commercial world, the digital world of motion graphics or whatnot. This becomes, the new standard. And of course, if you adapt, then you'll be fine. But at the same time, it just throws away majority of the investments you already have made towards your craft. And people might not find that valuable no more. You could try to sell it on the marketplace, whatever the case is. People might not find that valuable. They're like, bro, there's apps that could do this in about 10 seconds for my company. All I got to do is pay a subscription. It comes with the copyrights and license, and we're good to go. I don't have to pay you six figures no more a year to do these creations, right? I'm paying $99 a year, and I'm getting this bundle package, and it comes with more than just making motion graphics and realistic AI videos and images. So not only, like I mentioned, does it take away from the physical workforce for people that would like to work for jobs, or are currently working for jobs that require physical work, but also on the creative side, where it could be people just sitting at their desk, unless you're able to adapt and adjust, so that way you're not left behind in this shift that's taking place with AI. This is what Brain Gain AI is all about. We want to make sure that we keep you guys updated, and I'm also keeping myself updated during this process, because I'm not the most you know AI savvy individual, but I do understand that knowledge is everything, and also learning to adapt and adjust with the times so that you don't get left behind is very important nowadays, because we could sit, complain, and whine about these taking place all we want, but if it's going to take place anyways, why not catch on to it as it's going, so that way when it's already start taking over, you're not just catching up late and already wasting time. So that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to remember to like, so we can help grow and get us out there. And in addition to that, comment, let me know your thoughts. I would love to go back and forth with you and your ideas. And in addition to that, subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. That's important. But thank you so much for tuning in to Brain Gain AI once again. We're out. Peace.